Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun. This is the Daily Dish with me, yours truly, your host, Ron E. Bradley. And I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day, morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night, lunchtime, breakfast time, whatever you might be watching. I hope that it is a phenomenal day for you. Speaking of the day, as of the recording and live stream right now of this, today is the 8th day of May. We are a week into May 2025. In time, it certainly marches on. Let me tell you, wow, it's just going, the year is going by, events are happening, time is passing. It's very, very crazy. I might do things a little bit differently today. I don't see a lot of chat. Like, the chat is very, very unusually slow. So I'm not sure what else might be going on this morning. I think there's a Warner Brothers stockholder meeting call thing. I don't know. When it comes to the financials, that is not any of my business, really. I will report on it when it is necessary to report on, but frankly, it just doesn't make any. It makes no difference to me. I have no stake, no investment, or anything like that. I am just somebody who is a fan of theme parks and a fan of pop culture, and I report on that to you from the perspective of, basically, I have no bias, really. Like, that's where I'm coming from. Is you get a fan's perspective, the perspective of somebody who does not have I have skin in the game as far as your perspective, your point of view, but I am not Access Media. I'm not getting paid by a single person to say anything I am supposed to say or not supposed to say about any entity out there. So whether it's Disney or Universal or SeaWorld, whether it is Marvel or Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or Jurassic Park, it doesn't matter. I just give you my opinion on what I like and what I don't like, and why I see what I see from the perspective of a guy who is just living life as an adult male person with a normal traditional family. I believe in husband and wife, children. The family is well known for many, many years as the most important organizational human structure in society. Without the family, without the traditional family, without mom and dad raising their kids together, society crumbles. And that's I don't know why anybody would want society crumble, but we certainly see a lot of that going on today. I don't know. It's a little strange to see. But let's say hi to everybody that is out there in the chat today. Tom F. Modding, I see out there. Hope that certainly prayers for both you and Linda. Hope that she is doing okay, doing better. I hope you're doing good, doing well. This is me saying good morning to everybody who is out there, who is listening. We'll take some time. Maybe more people will come in. Equus Heart is here. Appreciate you being here. Equus Heart, good morning. And my mom is in the chat. Good morning to my mom. And see, yeah, it's quiet today. It's a quiet Thursday, everybody. Oh, Going Shogi just popped in. Going Shogi's here all the way from California. Going Shogi, I know sometimes you're probably listening in and thinking, I can't understand that guy. He talks like he's from the Eastern United States. So, like, totally, dude, I could totally talk like this and be like, hey, check it out, bro. I'm like totally from Malibu, hanging out on the beach, having fun. Peace, dude. I don't know if that helps. Remember the Valley Girl talk? What in the 1980s when they were talking, when they were doing the whole Valley Girl thing, was it like the San Fernando Valley? Which valley was it? I always wondered what that is. It's so different. I was just I was at Dollywood. I was in the mountains of Tennessee, and the mountains of Tennessee are so different than mountains out west. So when you go to California, when you go to Utah, when you go to Arizona, when you go to Colorado and you see the western mountains, the Rockies, it's very different because you have these big mountainous areas and then you have valleys, right? So you don't really have that so much in the Appalachians. The Appalachians, once you just get into the mountains, they're just mountains. And then you got the flat on the one side and flat on the other side. Flat on the other side is the beach and the ocean. But yeah, that's really all you have. Going Shogi says, I spent summers in Baltimore. If you can understand them, you can understand anybody. Was it that period of time when they were all about the hair? Because that was the thing from Baltimore, right? The hair. Good morning, Baltimore. Anyway, we want to celebrate everybody that is here in the chat. First, let me get this up on the stage. We do have our spread shop. And by the way, if you're just coming in, if you're coming in right now, please give the video a like. If you're not yet subscribed to if you're not subscribe to the channel, and of course check your subscription. Apparently some people are getting unsubscribed, so double check, make sure that you are in fact still subscribed to the channel. I don't know what happens, don't know if that's a glitch in the system, don't know if that's a timeout type of thing, if you but people apparently do get unsubscribed from channels, so double check that you're still subscribed to the channel. And of course, do click that notifications bell, because when you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm and you get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradley Fun. Plus, it's all about fun. If you're looking for a channel where you can come in and watch stuff, whether it's news commentary or vlogs or whatever it may be, and you want to have fun while you're watching, that's kind of the whole point of this channel. We're just here. Everything that we do on the channel is about fun, right? So whether that is movies and pop culture or theme parks and travel, it's all about fun. And having an enjoyable time. Yes, there is the Bud Files are here. Good morning, Bud Files. Check out all the sharp merch and Follow the Bradley Fun. And yeah, we're gonna add to that at some point in time. But I need a show where we get enough people in here that we can get the goal of 5 super chats in a single show, so I can start adding to that merchandise, because that is going to be an important thing. I have some design ideas in mind this week. To be honest with you, I'm exhausted from what I did last weekend. It was a blast last weekend, but boy, did it wear me out. Good morning, Beauty and the Beast Journey. Beauty and the Beast Journey, are you fans of Disney's Beauty and the Beast? Hanging with Erica and Raph is here. What's up, Erica? Let me know in the chat if you chose this title because you're also fans of the Beauty and the Beast animated classic from Disney. As we go through some of the merchandise here, there's the Make Disney Walt Again, and boy, are they getting further and further and further away. It seems like they're getting further away from Walt and not closer to Walt, which is so sad. I wish that was not the case. You've got Fedora Fines logo with the fedora, Follow the Bradley's Fun, and then we have all of this merchandise. By the way, I can show you what the hats look like, even though I'm not wearing them right now, because there's one of the hats. Let me go over here. Just show you. So we got Make Disney Walt Again, and then we've got our Follow the Bradley's Fun. I like this one better because it's got the QR code on the side that people can scan to subscribe to the channel. Yes, we love Disney. So I am a huge Beauty and the Beast fan of the the classic 19. I hate the remake. The live action remake is just awful. That's one of the most hideous things. It looks pretty, but all of the casting is so wrong, and that I don't like Gaston, I don't like LeFou, I don't like Belle. or the Beast. That's just they just ruined, to me, they ruined the characters. I like the live action play a lot better than the live action movie for Beauty and the Beast. But it was fun because I know the play really well. I played the narrator, played Gaston. Once upon a time in a faraway land, a young prince lived in a shining castle. Although he had everything his heart desired, the prince was spoiled, selfish, and unkind. But then, one winter's night, an old beggar woman came to the castle and offered him a single rose in return for shelter from the bitter cold. Repulsed by her haggard appearance, the prince sneered at the gift and turned the old woman away. But she warned him not to be deceived by appearances, for beauty is found within. And when he dismissed her again, the old woman's ugliness melted away to reveal a beautiful enchantress. Oh, the prince tried to apologize, but it was too late, for she had seen that there was no love in his heart, and as punishment, she transformed him into a hideous beast and placed a powerful spell on the castle and all who lived there. Yep. Evermore was a good song, though. No, I don't mind the new songs in the live action. What I did not like was the characterization, and there was some very specific things I didn't like about it, on which I agree with Erica on that. I know that she feels the same about that. So hello to everybody in the chat. We want to celebrate you all being here. As you know, oh my gosh, you guys are, in fact, as if I were a Transformer, as if I were an Autobot. You are the energon, the energy, if you will, that makes this guy transform and roll out of bed in the morning to be here with you.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy! This stuff's the greatest!
Yes, indeed, this stuff's the greatest, and you are the greatest audience out there on YouTube. We appreciate every single one of you coming in. Maybe you're watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, click replay game, or comment down below. Replay gang, watching the replay. Click the like button, subscribe, all of those good, wonderful things. And yes, absolutely, it is such a great love story. And go and sugar with the Energon. Thank you so much. Now, of course, we love to celebrate all of you for being here. You all are so awesome, and we appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to throw down a celebration right now so you can see what it is like. And then anytime throughout the show, if there's any support from any of you, we're going to celebrate that. Now, when we celebrate together. So if you're a member of the channel, hit your custom emojis and get those ready when we celebrate. But if you're not a member of the channel, that's okay. Celebrate with us. Throw down some dance emojis, some fireworks emojis, some birthday cake, whatever you want to do to celebrate, throw those in the chat. What does a celebration look like? Well, it happens anytime there's a super chat, super thanks, super sticker, PayPal, buy me coffee, support something, somebody buys something from the spread shop and lets me know that in the chat, or there is a member milestone chat, somebody becomes a member of the channel, or somebody gives some memberships along the way. Anytime that happens, we're going to celebrate. Get ready with your emojis, because the celebration is going to look something like this. Yes, indeed. I wish I could throw down like from StreamYard. Like I'm on StreamYard. I can't throw down any emojis from the back channel here because StreamYard doesn't have, you know, the emojis. I can chat, but I don't have access to emojis that I know of in StreamYard. So I wish I did. It'd be fun. But yes, indeed. So we have some stories to get to today. And I'm not going to be, I've got a video that I'm working on as far as the Abu Dhabi story. We've got one out of that Park Place today we're going to get to here. So this might end up being a follow-up video. Let me see where we're at here. Yeah. Okay. Do this, and then we're going to do this. But yes, so don't know if you realized it, but yesterday Disney made this huge announcement, and that was that they're building a brand new park, a 7th Disney gate in the world. And where are they doing it? They're doing it in Abu Dhabi, in the Middle East, a place that is so much hotter even than Central Florida that Bob Iger is not going to have a single excuse as to tell people that park attendance is low if it is. Because when park attendance is low here in Florida, Bob is like, oh, well, it's just so hot. It's as hot as it's ever been. It's the same heat, I should say, that it's been for the last 50 years that the parks have been open here in Florida. But Abu Dhabi is 15 degrees hotter in the summertime. And it's also apparently humid there. It's right on the ocean. So it's not even a dry heat. Ugh, yuck. But that's where they're building their park. Obviously, not in a place that is friendly to the type of crowd that Disney has been trying to attract for the last 15 years. Those who happen to be, I would say, on the very, very fringe, far left, Disney has been trying to attract that group of people into their parks and into their shows. And obviously, that group of people, not at all welcome in a place like Abu Dhabi. So it's kind of a surprise that this would be the location that they announced, but it's really kind of surprising. Let's get this on the screen. This is out of thatparkplace.com. Please bookmark it if you're not already bookmarked to the channel. And also, if you have comments while you're watching, please leave those in the comment section below. That Park Place Disney Abu Dhabi expansion raises eyebrows as a virtue signaling American company partners with restrictive Middle Eastern regime. Let's pull up the article. This is going to be an interesting one. This is by Mr. Marvin Amontanero on the 7th of May, 2025. The Walt Disney Company made waves this week with its announcement of a brand new theme park and resort coming to Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. While the project marks Disney's 7th global theme park destination, it also marks a new chapter in the company's corporate strategy, doing business in regions that impose significant restrictions on personal freedoms, expression, and dissent. This was an ironic twist from a company that spent so much time at home making sweeping changes to its domestic parks and experiences for the sake of virtue signaling. A deal with Miral, not a penny from Disney. Partnering with Miral, a United Arab Emirates-based developer, Disney will lend its Imagineering talent and intellectual property to the upcoming Yas Island Resort. And there is a concept art picture for the new Disney theme park in Abu Dhabi, courtesy of Disney, with some type of a, I don't know, is that glass-looking castle-ish thing that's not exactly a castle-ish, but you can kind of see the outline of a Mickey head there. If you look around the castle, you've got the head and sort of Mickey ears that maybe they're doing, so you see like a hidden Mickey from above. I'm not sure. Disney will not be funding the construction or infrastructure, instead reaping benefits through licensing and royalties, which, frankly, I'll be honest, I think it's kind of a smart way to go. And it makes me wonder what the future of their domestic parks is, if the company as a whole is going to hold on to the parks, or if they might sell them off and then just lend their name. It's kind of a strange situation. it really does make me think and wonder. So again, if you have ideas about this, comment those below, please. To some, this may look like a smart financial move, but to others, it raises an uncomfortable question. How could a company that so frequently aligns itself with progressive messaging in the United States partner with a region known for suppressing many of those same ideals? A destination of restrictions and not rights. Abu Dhabi and the UAE more broadly maintains a range of state-enforced restrictions that directly contradict the values Disney often promotes through its domestic campaigns. Freedom of the press is virtually non-existent, with all media tightly controlled by the state. Criticism of government officials or policies is punishable by law. There is no right to form political parties, and any form of public dissent is treated as a criminal offense. Man, I felt that cough coming on, and oh my gosh, that was a crazy one. I'm sorry about that, guys. Woo, boy, that was I don't know what that was. Something hit my throat in the wrong way. That is for sure. On with the story. Ah, the picture of Bob Iger, or Lost Bob, as we know from this particular photograph. Expression is tightly regulated both online and offline. Individuals have faced legal action for social media posts, private messages, or even public conversations deemed offensive or inappropriate. Surveillance is commonplace, and many residents self-censor to avoid trouble. Meanwhile, identities and personal relationships, often celebrated in Disney Plus marketing or theme park programming, are not legally recognized, and in some cases are actively penalized by law. There's the Disney Parks post on X about the whole new world awaits. And then there is a response. By the way, the responses to this are incredibly negative. There is another video that have that in, so please check that out. I will link it below in the description. Legacy is everything says Disney could not be more hypocritical. Meanwhile, never forget that Disney couldn't build a Disney America in Virginia because our history is too controversial. Oh boy, I'll tell you what. Romantic freedom is also constrained. While recent reforms have allowed unmarried couples to cohabitate, public affection can still lead to legal trouble. Certain relationships that are legally protected and widely embraced in Western nations remain outlawed or unacknowledged in the UAE's legal framework. The country's personal status laws remain rooted in Islamic religious codes, giving authorities wide latitude to regulate behavior that would be considered private elsewhere. Women's rights remain an ongoing concern. While the UAE has made high-profile announcements about progress, male guardianship practices still linger in legal and societal norms. Women may face restrictions in matters like marriage, divorce, and child custody. Legal protections from mistreatment are limited, and the burden of proof in court often falls heavily on the woman. Inheritance laws also favor men, and while women participate in the workforce, leadership roles remain tightly controlled. The girl boss moment from the Marvels. Religious freedoms are also limited. While non-Muslim faiths may be practiced in private or in designated locations, proselytizing or expressing religious beliefs outside of those bounds can lead to serious legal consequences. The public practice of faith is allowed only within narrow approved channels. The same company that altered park attractions and films in the U.S. to reflect social causes now prepares to open a resort in a country where expressing those same causes in public can result in punishment. This stark contradiction isn't just a quiet business decision, it's a statement of priorities. Labor concerns, and this is when but guys, we're about to get into some serious things here. So, oh boy. I don't even like dealing with it, but it's true. Labor concerns loom over construction plans. Labor practices are another point of concern. Although reforms have been announced in recent years, watchdog organizations continue to report troubling conditions for, we'll just call them migrant workers, especially in construction and domestic labor. Let's just say that there is a picture of Anakin Skywalker telling Padme Amidala about his life situation at the time in that movie. And then we're not going to go into that any further because you get what I am talking about. The vast majority of workers who will likely build the Disney Abu Dhabi resort will come from South Asia and Africa, entering under a sponsorship program that has long been criticized for placing employees at the mercy of their employers. These workers often face restrictions on their movement, confiscation of their passports, and limited, if any, legal recourse in the event of mistreatment. The heat, getting up to 105 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer, long hours, crowded labor camps have all been called out by international observers as incompatible with the standards expected by global corporations, yet few companies operating in the region seem willing to challenge the system. Disney's double standard comes into focus. This stark contrast between Disney's marketing persona and its business decisions is increasingly hard to ignore. Domestically, the company hosts themed celebrations rooted in identity-driven messaging. Internationally, it strikes deals in areas where those very identities may be treated as taboo or unlawful. None of this is to say that Disney shouldn't expand globally, but if the company chooses to build its next major resort in a region where significant liberties are not granted to all, it owes its audience a level of transparency and consistency. Right now, it risks sending the message that its values are negotiable as long as the check clears. Yeah, I would say that is a definite issue. By the way, it might well be known that on the same day that they made this announcement for Abu Dhabi, tickets went on sale for Pride Night in Disneyland, California. I couldn't make that up if I tried. As Disney continues to position itself as a moral compass in Western markets, it may need to reconcile the image it projects with the partners it embraces, like the Chinese government and officials from Abu Dhabi. The Magic Kingdom may be expanding, but not every guest will be equally welcome in its newest realm. It's not. If you thought that the company had a moral high ground, I think this is messaging that says no, the company doesn't care. It does not care about you, whoever you are, no matter what your position is. The company doesn't care about you, doesn't care about your rights, doesn't care about you as a person. The company cares about one thing and one thing only, and the bottom line is they're getting a park built for free in an area where people will tour, making money, and that's it. They feel like if their messaging here in the United States doesn't make them more money here, they'll just go elsewhere and not even worry about the messaging, whether that is China, which is also oppressive, their government, it's not really great, or now the Middle East, which is far more oppressive. It's nuts to me. I don't know if I'm still a Disney fan or if I'm a former Disney fan at this point in time. There's still a lot of things I like, but man, this company is just sometimes it gives me the heebie-jeebies. There's an old phrase for you, in heebie-jeebies. But what does it give you? Let us know in the comments. How do you feel about no matter what political side you're on, you should have feelings about this expansion into the Middle East and Abu Dhabi. Let us know your comments. So comment down below in the comment section. Let us know down below before you go out the door. And thank you for coming in today to check out this video. And let's check out the chat. Let us check out the chat because we got some great people, great comments. I'm looking at the chat for the comments, and yeah, a lot of new people coming in during the story. So let's see who all is here. Hey, Ron, just got here. I hear Pirates of the Caribbean is closing for refurbishment. That happens all the time. That's not really big news. Reddit is melting down. They're not pleased at the Abu Dhabi park. I can imagine. I'm working right now on editing my video from the announcement for yesterday. I think I'll edit that last one that I just did into a story, into its own video on the channel as well, and try to get, if I can't get both of these out today, I'll definitely get one of them out today and one out tomorrow for sure. But yeah, I am not surprised at all because it doesn't really matter what side of the coin you're on for this one. I would suggest that whether you fall, like being as somebody who's as pro-Israel as I am, it's kind of offensive to me. There's a lot of things offensive. On the one hand, it's weird because I want to go to China and even Shanghai and Hong Kong. I want to see the parks because they exist. And I would love, I think the Chinese people are great. It's the government that I'm not super excited about, right? And I don't know how many people are like that in the world, depending on, when it's a big time religious thing in Abu Dhabi, I have no idea what that's like over there. But do I want to go to, there's a question of whether I'd feel afraid to go over there or not. I don't think I'd feel afraid. I think I'd be fine, but still it's worrying. And I just don't know. I just don't know who they're trying to cater to be honest with you. And it's not like I want to go to Abu Dhabi for Disney. I would like to go to Dubai and Abu Dhabi just because I want to see that part of the world one time and then probably have it over with. There are parts of the world that I think probably kind of resemble that a little bit, like Utah. Utah's a gorgeous state, by the way. You could go to the parks there, spend a lot less money. I just don't know. It's James All Day says, I wonder how BlackRock, Vanguard, and Street State feel about Disney opening the park in a country that has anti-human rights. I don't think those companies care either. The only skin they have in the game is making money. If they can figure out a way to make money and not worry about it, that's all they care about. They literally do not care about individuals as human beings. They exist for one reason and one reason only, to make money. Under Walt Disney, his company did not exist just to make money. In fact, matter of fact, Walt didn't care about money at all. If it weren't for his brother, his company always would have lost money. And I really wish we had leadership in the Walt Disney Company where you had a creative vision and a financial vision, and they worked together like Walt and Roy, like Eisner and Wells. We haven't had that since Wells passed away. I would say that the beginning of this company going downhill, even though we didn't see it, was Wells passing away. Unfortunately, that did not show up for decades, but it was on a very, very slow dip downhill, and now it's kind of fallen off the rails. And it's sad. I don't want to see the Disney company that way. I want to see Walt back in Disney again. Good morning, beautiful people. I hope all is well with everyone this morning. Yes, indeed, JD Frio. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Vinny T says, I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. You know that song, right? That's a Disney song. Vinny T, that's okay. You're here, and that's all that matters. We love you. Hello, hello, hello. Everybody saying hello, 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 hello. Yeah, the priority is Disney is broke. They keep betting the house and lost. Well, I tell you what, if you go woke, you go broke. And now the way they're fixing it is the most anti woke they could go. Right? It's a reality in those countries. No politically correct way to talk about it. Yeah, exactly. I can't. On the YouTubes, I probably can't say the words that I would love to say if I could just do the story completely straight. So we are keeping it family friendly and still fun. So follow the Bradley's fun. Vinny T says, yes, I know people are saying Disney isn't paying for it, but it's still a thorn in my side. They're opening a new park when the ones they have are so unkempt. It's true. It's true. U.S. parks are in disarray because they can't keep taking the profits from them and dumping them into failures like Snow White and Captain Falcon and Thunderdolts. Don't forget about Thunderdolts, which, by the way, would have been a great movie if they would have called it Century and focused on Century and the literally a Century movie that just would have been Century. I think would have been so much better. Fairbricks is here. What is up, Wayne? Good to see you in the house. Good morning, Fairbrick Studios. Equus Hart. I still hold out hope the Disney will return to the way it once was. I think a lot of us do. Like, that's all we can do. Like, until it completely dies, there's always a spark. There's always something, some little bit of hope. You go to the parks, you know, I'm a popcorn bucket freak, even though I probably shouldn't be. I know they're cheap and they're made in China and I shouldn't be, but I still love some of the popcorn buckets. They're cool. But yeah. People are finally seeing what we've been saying about Bob Iger. Whenever he sees money, he goes for it. It's the only thing he knows. Look, he's a weatherman. And what are they bad at? They're bad at predicting the weather. Snortopoopas Q Bars, come in the house. What is up, Snortopoopas? Yep. It is thinner and thinner and thinner all the time. But yeah, we got to do it. I will tell you what, though. I think that there may be a lot of people not holding out hope. Let's throw it. But you know what? I'm holding out hope for all of you guys in the chat because I love you guys, and I see a lot of new people coming in. Let's celebrate. You guys know why we normally celebrate. Super chat, super thanks, super tick. I don't care. You know what? We're going to celebrate you being here because I want to. So if you have custom emojis or if you have dance emojis, throw them down. Celebrate with us in the chat. We're going to celebrate now. Going Shogi, throwing down the 5 gifted memberships. Check that out. What? Wait, what happened? What happened, Shogi? Are you saying that you want more of a celebration?
Is that everyone? What, you wanted more?
Oh, you wanted more? That's okay. We will give you more.
Is it too much?
Too much? It's your birthday!
Hey, this is just the best of us. All right, let's celebrate. Hey, I do wonder this. James Alday says, and this is interesting. If people didn't think a boycott against Disney was going to happen, it might actually happen now since the wokies are mad about Disney opening a park in Abu Dhabi. This is what I think they should do. And I said this, and I say this. Get as many people, gather as many people from the groups, from the Rainbow Group, right? Get as many of those people as you can who can afford it gathered every single year, the first week in June, and start going to Abu Dhabi. Go to Abu Dhabi. All of you wear your red shirts. All of you hold hands and celebrate the first week in June just the way you'd celebrate at Walt Disney World and see what happens. Like, seriously, go over. That's the only way that you can, like, maybe it's a good thing. Protest the, you hold protests in the United States and you already have all the rights. You guys got all the rights here. It's already here. You have it. Okay, you're good to go. Start going over to Abu Dhabi. Wear your red shirts. Be happy. Hold hands. Have your PDAs, right? and see what happens if you do that the first week of June every year. And if you're cool to do it there, because that's where Disney's building your next park. So I say go for it. I say absolutely go for it. That's right. Go to Abu Dhabi. You'll lose your head over it. One more Wookiee dance. Okay, Vinny T. One more Wookiee dance. She's got the 5 for the Wookiee dance at your request.
Is that everyone? But you wanted more?
Oh, no, wait. That's not the Wookiee dance. You just wanted more. Here it is. We love it. We love it, guys. I don't know if you can believe this, but we've been talking about Disney. Maybe they'll have the number 1 park in Abu Dhabi, but you know where they don't have the number 1 park? Here in the United States. They don't even have the number 10 park here in the United States, and neither does Universal. Now, I don't know if Epic Universe will change people's minds, and I don't know where these votes came from. Maybe we'll find out in just a few minutes. When I pull the story up, but this story that I'm going to be pulling up here is out of allears.net, and it's a little bit surprising. Let me see if I can get this on the screen for you. Let's see here. I want to make sure I have this in the right place before I pull it up for you here. Out of allears.net, the 10 best theme parks in America. 10 theme parks beat out Disney World and Universal as the best in America. Yes, and SeaWorld Orlando is one of those parks that beat Disney World. How, where, who did they ask? Let's go to the article and see if we can find out, dig a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper, but not for Song of the South. Okay. Oh, it's out of USA Today. It's out of USA Today. Every year, USA Today asks its readers to pick their favorite theme park in the U.S. And there is a picture of Main Street, USA from All Ears, the Magic Kingdom. Now, you might expect that Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Orlando, or Universal Hollywood might make that list. But this year's list excluded all of those parks. By the way, how many parks is that in total? 1, 2, 3, 4. Epic Universe isn't open yet, so we can't count that. But 5, 6 here in Orlando. Then there are Universal Hollywood plus the 2 Disney parks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 parks excluded from that list between Disney World, Disneyland, and Universal Orlando and Universal Hollywood. Wow, that's a lot. So you might expect Disney World, Disneyland, Universal, Orlando, or Hollywood to make that list, but this year's list excluded all of those parks. Instead, the top theme parks in the U.S. as voted on by USA Today readers could surprise you. I'm going to click on this and see if I can. I don't know if I can pull it up. All right. And actually, let's see if I need to go to USA Today for the remainder of the story. Yeah, let's get past this. Okay, so USA Today readers voted on their top theme parks, and only one Orlando theme park even cracked the top 10, SeaWorld Orlando, which came in number 3. So let me go. Let me do this. I'm going to put myself back up here because I don't need an advertisement for a travel agency. You use who you want to use as your travel agency. How about that? And instead, I'm going to share this and see if we can bring it up okay. Hopefully it's hopefully it's perfectly fine. Out of USA Today, the 10 best theme parks as voted on by readers of USA Today. Okay, so here we go. Number 10, Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. Now, I have been to Kings Island. It was fun, but I haven't been there since I was a child, so I have no idea what the condition of the park is like today, but I do see that the Sky Tower is still there. So similar thing to what they have at SeaWorld here. Kings Island has plenty of family-friendly offerings among its several rides, shows, and attractions, but the roller coasters are king. The park boasts many of them, including the world's longest wooden roller coaster, the Beast, as well as Diamondback, a thrilling steel coaster. Park admission also allows visitors to cool off at the Soak City Water Park. Oh, so you get admission to both. That's kind of nice. Number 9 is Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. Ho, 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 ho. Opening every May to November, Holiday World is the aptly named town of Santa Claus, features thrill rides, shows, and more for the whole family to enjoy. To add to the holiday ambiance, there are rides with names like The Scarecrow Scambler and Good Gravy. Games like the Headless Horseman plus Corn Mazes, hay rides, holiday drone shows, and more to get you into the spirit of each season. So it's not just one holidays that they celebrate, but it's several of them. Number 8, Hershey Park. Oh, fudge. The amusement park of every chocolate lover's dream, Hershey Park features 121 acres with more than 70 rides, including more than a dozen roller coasters, strolling shows, multiple stages, and additional performance areas. A water park and 11-acre zoo, all accessible via a single admission. Fahrenheit, one of the park's most popular thrill rides, is a vertical lift coaster with a 121-foot lift, followed by a breathtaking 97-degree drop. Candemonium, the park's tallest, fastest, and longest hyper coaster, debuted in 2020. Park that actually debuted a new coaster in 2020. That's wild. Number 7, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. The European-themed installment of Busch Gardens in Williamsburg transports visitors to England, Scotland, Ireland, and France, Germany, and Italy, circa the 17th century. Those are all, by the way, me doing very bad accent attempts, albeit a rather exciting version of the era. With more than 50 rides and attractions, Busch Gardens Williamsburg frequently ranks among the world's most beautiful theme parks, and its thrill ride options are top-notch. Hopefully they're taking better care of that than they are the one in Tampa, because last time I went to the one in Tampa, fun park, but still kind of not super clean. Number 6, Dollywood. Just went there. Absolutely great time. Tucked amid the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, Dollywood has all the makings of a great theme park. Thrill rides, coasters, kiddie rides, and everything in between. Live craft demonstrations, lavish stage shows, and a full calendar of special events means there's always something going on. And the Southern-inspired food offerings are a cut above the typical theme park fare. That is true. And the cinnamon bread is to die for. So good. Kennywood. If you love a theme park with oodles of history and a collection of iconic rides, Kennywood is your place. Witness over 120 years of innovation and classic favorites that include winning roller coasters like Side-by-Side Racer, the Intense Thunderbolt, and the circa 1920 Jackrabbit. Plus, there's an unmatched collection of dark rides like the Old Mill and the last of its kind, Noah's Ark, as well as modern thrill rides like the Steel Curtain Coaster. That's right, Kennywood. Number 4, Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Well, interesting that this is on here because it's a fun theme park, but I'd like them to keep it feeling a little bit cleaner. But then again, I haven't been in a few years, so maybe they've stepped up their game. While Busch Gardens is most famously known as an amusement park filled with thrill rides, the Tampa location is accredited by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums and offers an abundant animal encounters as well. Between roller coaster rides, visitors can board an open-air touring vehicle on a Serengeti safari where it's possible to spot giraffes, zebras, ostriches, and other African animals living in wide open spaces. Number 3, SeaWorld Orlando. Yes, the third best park in the nation as voted by USA Today readers. In Orlando, Florida, number 3, SeaWorld. Just down the street from where I live is most famous as a marine zoological park. SeaWorld Orlando has made a name for itself in the world of high-octane thrill rides as well, thanks to Manta, one of the only coasters of its kind in the world. By the way, probably my favorite or second favorite, maybe my favorite coaster here. I really like Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, and Manta is right up there. So those two are definitely my favorite in the area, but could go back and forth. One of the only coasters of its kind in the world, and Mako, a hyper coaster with deep dives. Mako is scary as all get out because of the way you're strapped in. It feels like you're not strapped in. That's what's so scary about it. High speeds and thrills aplenty. Young visitors to the park can also walk down Sesame Street and interact with their favorite furry friends. That's right. If you're wondering how to get to Sesame Street, go to SeaWorld because that's where it is. Number 2, Nobles in Ellisburg, Pennsylvania. The pizza at this vintage amusement park in Pennsylvania, Coal Country, is nearly as famous as its rides, but don't discount the family-friendly thrills at this Susquehanna River Valley institution. The rare amusement park that's still free to enter. Wow. Rides require old school style tickets. Nobles is home to Phoenix, one of the most popular wooden roller coasters in the United States, and it's a virtual museum of still operating classic rides like Whipper, Flying Turns, and the Haunted Mansion Dark Ride. Oh, they got a Haunted Mansion there too. I guess that name is not proprietary. Add in some modern thrills and water rides, and you have the perfect mix for a relaxed, thrilling day in the park. And the number 1 park in the United States is voted by USA Today readers, a park I am very familiar with and have worked at myself, Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. That's right, Silver Dollar City, with its 1880s mining town theme, attracts some 2 million visitors annually with its combination of entertainment, festivals, 100 resident craftsmen, and more than 40 rides and attractions. The park is also home to Time Traveler, the world's fastest, steepest, and tallest spinning roller coaster. So very, very interesting. The top 10 theme parks in America as voted by readers of USA Today. And by the way, Silver Dollar City is awesome. I haven't been there since 2008 or 2010 was the last time I was there. But I went there a lot. Oh, Megs is here. Yes. And guys, let me know down below in the comments. Do you have a favorite theme park that's not on this list, or is your favorite theme park on this list? Let us know in the comments. Let us know down below before you go out the know and writing on the show. Yes, thank you so much for coming in today and let us know your favorite theme park on the list. Yay. Dorney Park. James Alday says Dorney Park. Yep. Magic Kingdom is not in the top 10. No, none of the Disney parks are in the top 10. Don't know. I can't not tell you why, but yeah. Vinny T said number 4. What? Love my Dollywood. Roadside Explorers. Wait, where are they at? They must come in here somewhere. I think I've definitely missed some people coming in. There it is. Kennywood's classic dark rides are the best. The cool thing about a list like this is, man, it gives me some ambition to keep this channel going, because as we grow as a channel, as I get more support from you guys, but also as we grow through advertising revenue and stuff like that. My wife has a channel. Hers is growing to 2 channels, which are very close to monetization. This is our kind of a life now, is having these experiences and bringing them to you. Follow the Bradley's Fun. That's what it's all about. I'm very ambitious to get to all these parks and different places and see all the things that there is. There's just so much to see in this gorgeous world of ours that has been blessed. We've been blessed by God to have it all, and I am so thankful for that. Mako is scary, Vinny T. Vinny T and I rode. Thank you, Vinny T, for helping me get on to Stardust Racers at Epic Universe, and yeah, that one scared the living daylights out of me. I'll ride it. I love riding coasters, but man, that was funny and scary. Megan Megs, good morning. And go and show you shouting out, giving a big old high five, hey, to my mom. It's pronounced Knobles. Really, it is pronounced Knobles. See, now I would have thought the K was silence. Knobles. All right. Well, thanks, Roadside Explorers. I appreciate that. I always love corrections because I don't mind when I'm actually wrong. I want to know that I'm wrong and I want to be corrected. Most people hate being corrected. I'm like, no, please do correct me because I like actually being right and not faking being right. Doherty Park is good. SeaWorld is and Six Flags. Six Flags has started it all for me. Six Flags in St. Louis. That's where I grew up. SeaWorld I happen to love for one huge reason that's going to be going away in the future, and that is yeah, I'm sure I did, Vinny T. I'm not putting that comment up on the screen though. But I happen to love the Orca show, the Shamu show they used to call it. They won't call it that now. But and I'm telling you, when the trainers could get into the water with the orcas, man, I am so glad that I was alive during that period and got to see that because I developed an appreciation for those animals that I never would have had without SeaWorld. And I think that's probably true of a lot of people. A lot of people would never have the appreciation for the orcas that they have if it weren't for SeaWorld bringing them to light, because how would people know about them really? Velocicoaster is more intense than Stardust Racer. Oh boy, what do you think, Vinny T? I think that's debatable, but I'd have to ride both of them in a very, very close proximity of time to know that. I haven't gone on the green side yet. I've only been on the yellow side, so it's going to happen in the future. It's going to be a lot of fun to check it out. Definitely a park to check out if you're ever in Pennsylvania. Knobles. I wanted to do Knobles. I want to do Hershey Park. Definitely want to do that holiday park. That looks very, very cool. And Kings Island, I think they have Snoopy now, so that's a park I want to take my wife to. A lot of great things coming up. What time is it? I just wanted to make sure I wasn't past my time because we are, in fact, going to redirect over to Culture Casino. So green is intense like Velocicoaster, where yellow is the fun side. If you're telling me that yellow is not intense, that's freakish, man. That's amazing. I want to think we've got some great support from the channel here. So go and Shogi, the 5 gifted memberships. And by the way, congratulations to, let's see if we can find it. Congratulations to Lucis Nature Triste, Ruby Hoove, Skycast, Karen E, and Kahuna Corey all received gifted memberships. So if you got one of those, be sure to think of Go and Shogi. I did put yesterday's stream of Dollywood behind the membership. So if you want to rewatch yesterday's stream, you do have to be a member of the channel for that. And that's probably going to happen at least once a week. With at least one of the streams will go behind membership after after the live stream. One more Wiki dance. Let's get one more Wiki dance in here for you because you like it so much. Hey, Snortopupus, if you are interested, I wouldn't mind adding you as a mod. Let me know, and if you want to do it, that's fine. If you don't want to do it, that's fine too. But if you want to do it, I will happily add you as a mod. One other thing before we send you over to Culture, I think it's fair that we also celebrate with Culture because we love. So I know Snortopupus loves this because he's a burr, and burrs love to see the burr dance. Bear is in the house. Speaking of Culture Bear, we're going to send you right over to Culture Bear right now. Culture Casino. He's got the 6-minute daily, followed by that Park Place Morning Magic. I don't know. I think the schedule is the same today, even though there was a Warner Brothers earnings call. Valiant Renegade covered that. Valiant Renegade Online. Man, I love Valiant Renegade's opening. Valiant is, and by the way, I know you guys don't know this, but Valiant Renegade, also a super great guy. So only good things to say about Valiant. He is awesome. So thank you guys so much for being here today and for the support and everything else. We're going to send you over to this is the way it should work from here. Culture to Culture Casino, 6-minute daily from Culture at 11 o'clock over to that Park Place Morning Magic. From that Park Place Morning Magic over to the WDW Pro Show, and that goes up to 3 o'clock. I don't know where it goes after that, but I gotta go get my car back from the shop. So at some point in time, I'm gonna do that. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for being here. Watch for a couple new videos to drop on the Abu Dhabi Disney expansion. I've got some videos coming out on that on the channel. And if you haven't checked it out yet, please do go check out my Epic Universe vlog. It's about an hour long and covers just about everything at Epic, except for Ministry of Magic, although I do get into Harry Potter world. Ministry of Magic has been, so far, it's been kind of a nightmare for Epic Universe. I feel bad for them for that, but hopefully they will get it working. And everybody will eventually get to enjoy it. I was going to go back to Epic specifically for Ministry of Magic, and then they just informed the public that they're not opening it until after opening day. So it will no longer be open for previews, Ministry of Magic, unfortunately. That kind of puts me out of the running for buying a ticket to go back until maybe later this fall sometime. So hopefully by then, every kink is worked out. But with you guys, the best audience on YouTube, there are no kinks to work out because you are here, you are awesome, and we appreciate all of you and all of your support. So until the next time, I will bid you adieu, say thank you so much for being here today, and we will see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.